Well, hello there, friends, foes, enemies, men, women, and undecided. You're watching not the Daily Show, not the Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Ellen, Jimmy Corden show. This is The Right Show coming to you for our 100th episode from La Jolla, California. I'm on the road. I can't even do this from the home studio, but this is something to celebrate. So let's get some noise going right now. What's so cool is that 100 weeks ago, we set out on a journey together to make this show happen. We've done it. We have not missed really any time at all other than around the new year. And the point is, folks, this started during the scamdemic, and now things have opened up. So I can't be in the studio. The whole thing was there was no shows to do, so I just created a home studio and I did a podcast. But here we are. We're on the road now. This is going to happen more and more where you cannot physically get into the studio. I love seeing each and every one of you every single week. But I also love going to your city and meeting you in person. So that's what we're doing. We're kind of mix and matching it up. I am in La Jolla or La Jolla, California. If you've never been, you might look at the sign and be like, dang, he's in La Jolla. But yeah, it is a beautiful town. This is winter, but the weather is beautiful. The ocean is right there. There's these animals that are coming up on the sand. They look like dogs, but they have flippers, and they're going, oh, oh, oh. It's really cool. Today's episode, Black History Month, continues. We are going to discuss Busta Rhymes busting a beverage on a fan's head. A girl hates her new car that her black mom gives her. Not just one, but two new cars. A nurse beats down her patient. A Super Bowl fan bashes his big screen TV, and we show you the hardest job in the world. It's all happening right here, right now, on The Right Show. It is our 100th episode, so I'm waiting for one of you, just one, to put a $100 tip in the jar. That would be $1 per episode for episode number 100. You go on paypal.me/tanksgod, $100, or Cash App, $KVON comedy. Okay. Or Venmo, which is at KVON-KVON. The guy's so nice, they named him twice. All right, it's now time to get right into it. I want to know what you think is the hardest job in the world. Please put it in the comments. I think I've come up with it. For me, in my opinion, hardest job in the world, by far, Joe Biden's interpreter. Now, if you've ever seen this woman work, she's confused most of the time because she has to mimic and match exactly what he's saying. And when he loses his place, she has to lose her place too. It makes her look stupid because she's just trying to do a good job. Take a look. You're not going to believe this.
Bridge over the Holly River. Look, in Warsaw, or excuse me, Washoe County in Nevada, we're spending $89 billion to add several lanes. Washoe County in Nevada, we're spending Washoe County in Nevada, we're spending 89.
That wasn't even a move, what she did at the end. She was like, y'all, he messing up. That ain't me. Okay. I feel so bad for her. Whatever she's paid, double her wages. Take it from Hunter Biden's next painting sale, because that woman has been through enough. Where are the feminists? Where are the women's rights groups when you need them? Protect that poor interpreter who's doing an amazing job from looking stupid. We'll be back with a whole lot more. This is The Right Show. Okay, it is time to break right into it. Speaking of break, did you guys see the Super Bowl? Now, some people had money on the game. This guy couldn't handle it. He put so much money on the game that when he lost it, he didn't think Black Lives Matter. He tried to fight other Black people. He didn't think Black TVs mattered. He didn't think Black anything mattered. Take a look. Unbelievable. I was shocked.
Oh, man. Fuck, man. I got too much fucking money on this shit. No, man. No. You don't fucking understand. Fuck your bet, man. Hey, you pay me, man. Get the fuck out my face, man.
We all know, had that been a white fan who was angry at the outcome of a game on TV that he had nothing to do with, and the white guy bashed a black man's TV and then started shoving different black people, this would be in the national news every day. There would be a riot in Chicago, Baltimore, Seattle, with all the white people, and Portland for sure, because they want to kind of fit in and look cool. They're simping. And instead, very few of you even saw that clip. This man destroyed property. He fought his friends. He cursed people out. And we have to just go, oh, okay, that's fine. But just put the shoe on the other foot. Tell me, do you think that is an acceptable way to deal with a Super Bowl bet loss? Or do you think that guy doesn't believe Black Lives Matter? I cannot wait to read these comments because that was insane. I have a question for every one of you. Is saying, no, I don't want that new car, is that black privilege? Now, the reason I ask is because this is Black History Month, and we have a video right here of a girl who last week was given a brand new Tesla.
I don't like electric cars.
Wait, what?
For Mercedes-Benz, I don't like Teslas.
And she's 16 years old, obviously very privileged. Under the Tesla's windshield wiper was $1,600 cash. And she said, I don't want an electric car and I don't want $1,600. This is my birthday. This is how you disrespect me?
I couldn't get the Mercedes-Benz, so you got that.
This is all you gave me for my Sweet 16 and my golden...
Girl, do you know how much money that is? That's $1,600 for
That's
16.
it for my Sweet 16 and my golden birthday?
Well, what did you want?
And she stormed off. Well, her mom is trying to humble her, teach her a lesson. Tell me what you think of this. The black girl said no to the second car. That sounds like privilege.
Hubby just came back with my daughter's car. She up in the house thinking she finna get that Mercedes, but her dad feel like she need this type of car. Said she wasn't appreciative with the vehicle we got her for her Sweet 16. So now she can just deal with this. Just got this car. Babe, can you go get her? She finna be pissed, y'all. I don't give a damn, though. Huh? I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, I don't care if she mad either. So this is her car. He went in the house to go get her. Where's she at? Tell her to come on now. Her car here. Her car here. I don't even care if she mad. I'm tired of smearing her damn feelings any damn way. That car sounds good though. Y'all see how quiet this car is? And it wasn't even that much money. I can't hear you. What you say? You told her what? Oh yeah, she most definitely ungrateful. I bet she won't. Her butt won't be ungrateful no damn more. I promise you. I bet she won't be. I'm happy you thought about this. Look at that. Look, they got little dicks, but it's okay. That's what I'm talking about. She don't listen. And we gonna take this Mercedes back. What's she doing? Eating? Hit your car, girl.
Right here.
Hit your car. Look at your Mercedes.
Bend you a corner or two.
Where's the Mercedes?
Right here.
Yeah, bend the corner.
That's the Mercedes right there.
You can bend the corner like you really want.
Okay, why y'all showing me this?
That's your Mercedes.
That's not my car.
That's your Mercedes.
Okay, and I will walk. I'm not driving that.
You're driving that because you was ungrateful about the
I'll
Tesla.
get a Tesla.
No, you're not getting the Tesla now. You said you wanted a Mercedes. And here's your Mercedes.
Okay, well, I'm not driving it, so take it back from wherever y'all got it from.
No, you're going to drive it. Go look at it. Now.
No.
Girl, do not get knocked out on this camera.
Right. You think I'm driving this?
Oh, you most definitely. Girl, check it out. Go on the other side.
No, it's gonna look the same from this side.
No, go
Then
check
it
it
got
out.
scrapes on it.
Right, it got dings and scrapes. Because guess what? When we tried to get you a nice car, you didn't want that one.
Well, I don't want
And your dad don't kick it, girl. Don't, you better keep your dang feet off of that. Kick it again. Watch I smack you. Okay. We'll deal with you. We'll deal with you after when I get off this camera.
You ain't gonna deal with nothing because I don't like this car.
Check it out though. Look how quiet it sounds.
I want
Yeah.
that vroom vroom. I don't want this.
Boom, boom, right? This is gonna buy your own then.
Exactly.
Use your own money and get you some.
Exactly. I was gonna get you the car. Your dad said he felt like this was more suitable because you wasn't grateful.
Y'all always lying to me. It's why I hate y'all. Don't ever talk to me again.
But I can't hear you. What you say?
I hate y'all. Don't ever talk to me again.
Come here. Okay, I'm about to knock that. Oh well, I don't care if she mad, y'all. That's on her. This her new car, y'all. It got some dings and some scratches, but oh well.
You have to understand, this girl was given a 2023 Tesla, brand new, black, looked sleek. She came out and kicked it and said, I don't like electric cars. Now, a lot of you don't like electric cars. However, she's 16 years old and she has no car. Her first car, Tesla, brand new, but demanded it go home, take it away. I want a Mercedes. The family went and picked up a 2015 Chevy Sonic. She said no to that, kicked it 3 times. Mom is very upset. Now, we've all been ungrateful for things before, and you can't fault a teenager for being ungrateful, but only one group claims that they're victims. No one ever does anything nice for them. They can't afford things, they can't get things, and the government needs to pay them reparations because of what they've been through. However, we are now seeing that if you give them a Chevy, you give them a Tesla, you give them $1 million, you give them $10 million, you make them the president, they still have that chip on the shoulder. Is that what we're learning? Did you see black privilege there, or did you see a girl who deserves something better? I'll tell you this, a lot of women, especially girls the age of 16, 17, they're doing their makeup, they're texting and driving, and fender bender. So that red car, 2015, would be the perfect first car until you show you can drive well, you can get around town safely, you know how to parallel park, and then you can work your way up to that Mercedes. I don't think a Mercedes-Benz should be a first car, but I'm going to let you guys vote in the comments. So let's see what you guys have to say with it. Luna says ungrateful. Zach says she needs to be kicked up in her hind end. Geez, I would take that Sonic instead of the car I was given. And I'm 65 years old, and the comments keep going. So leave yours below because we're going to go through all of them one by one. We're having fun, and there's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know what you have to say. Something you don't know, and this is sadly part of Black History Month now, is a nurse laid the smackdown on one of her patients. It was all caught on camera. She just lost her cool, and we have to blur a lot of it. Please, if you have small children, take them out of the room now because they're not going to want to see this. You have to understand, some people are watching that going, well, what did the lady say to the nurse? Well, it doesn't really matter. The patient was unarmed, clearly 98 years old, wheelchair bound. She was yanked from the wheelchair by the hair, mounted, punched, and choked. Now, this happened to a guy named George Floyd. And we all know his name. They had 4 funerals. They raised $100 million for the family. They put his mural on every major city in all the black areas, plus Portland and Seattle, because they're trying to fit in too. And they put a mural up in Belgium, one up in London. I mean, this guy is a hero. I want to ask my fans right now, what was the white lady's name? Do you guys hear the crickets? I mean, you got to understand, she was unarmed. She didn't do really anything wrong. There should be no death penalty for saying something from a wheelchair, but she was pulled forcibly, mounted, and rocked. And she is, well, I can't say her current status right now medically, but let's just say it's not good at all. This is a family show. So if you can find out her name, if you can find a news article written about her, if you can find anyone that marched for her, maybe BLM donated some of the money from Portland and Seattle back to the white family to help with the reparations, repairing this woman's medical bills. I don't think so. I think it's a one-way street, and I want to know why that's possible, why that's allowed. And you put in the comments if you think we should all have BLM say her name and BLM donate money back. The money that they took from corporations who are having bleeding hearts, well, it's time the hearts bleed the other direction because the patient bled too. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hi, catching up in the comments, and the money is pouring in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Millennium Man says BLM needs to say her name. Maybe put on a t-shirt and say hashtag Grandma Finkelstein for what she went through at the Happy Tree retirement home. Dude, you are doing these great videos, but you better bust a rhyme. Interesting. All right, all right, all right. I will. I'll think of a rhyme. BLM is a BM, bowel movement. Interesting, interesting. And someone, Christopher said, all I know is that could have been my mother. It could have been all of our mothers. And the color doesn't matter, but you best believe if a white nurse yanked a black grandma out of a wheelchair, choked her, got on top, and started fighting, boom, Al Sharpton would have said her name. Jesse Jackson would have been there. Colin Kaepernick would have kneeled every time he heard an anthem. Juicy Smollett would have faked 4 more hate crimes. Guaranteed Bubba Wallace would have tied a noose around his own garage. Lewis Hamilton would have driven his car into the wall and smashed it and said, I couldn't help it. I was too brokenhearted about what I heard happened at the Happy Tree retirement home. And then all the usual. Benjamin Crump would be up there going, this is a racist country. But because it happened to Mrs. Finkelstein, you have not heard of it except for when you come to the right show. That's just how it goes down. Now, speaking of tour dates, all right, we just saw we just saw a nurse lay the smackdown. And I'm about to go on tour and lay the smackdown on the crowds. Most people that come see me are open-minded. They love comedy. Every once in a while, a friend of a friend of a friend accidentally brings a leftist from Portland or Seattle. They're in town for the weekend. Hey, come to a comedy show. Check with your family and friends first. Make sure they like to laugh. Make sure they have a sense of humor. And make sure they're not leftist. Leftists don't like comedy. Unless the comedian is, got an afro and a nose ring and lesbian, they'll laugh at that even if it's not funny because they're just there to support, kind of like WNBA or women's soccer. But if you're bringing them to a real comedy show, make sure they're not a radical leftist before you do. With that said, we have some real comedy show tour dates. Episode 100. Let's tell you guys where I'm going to be next. I hope you will find a way to join us. Follow along, folks. We're in La Jolla tonight, San Diego, and tomorrow and Sunday. 3 shows. Des Moines, Iowa, my first time ever there. 4 shows. Sacramento, San Jose, Tampa, Arlington, Virginia, Hugoton, Kansas, Reno, Nevada, Batavia, I don't know. It's in Chicago. Boca Raton, and Naples, Florida. Those are the upcoming tour dates. Get on the phone and get your ticket right. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Right Show. Leave your comments. I'm checking them all. Someone's asking, do you do racial comedy? I don't know. I just talk about whatever's in the news. So if Kamala Harris is in the news, I talk about her. Is that a racial joke? Is it a female joke? Is it a political joke? Is it a celebrity joke? Or is it a pop culture joke? It's pretty much just a joke about one idiot. That's what we do. So, yeah. Someone said, Kvon, be sure to try the steak when you get to Des Moines. I think I will try a Des Moines steak. I might even try a filet mignon. Busta Rhymes decided to bust a beverage on top of a fan's head. Let me break this down. Busta's walking after a concert or some sort of an event. He's got a drink in his hand, and he's with his posse. So he's got a bunch of big dudes, security, and a lonesome fan who is trying to get his attention. Busta, hey, Busta. He didn't notice her, so she kind of reached between the posse and pinched his butt. She busted his cheeks. Well, Busta Rhymes did not want his cheeks busted open. He took exception to that, and then he busted a beverage on the bitch's head. Watch this. All right, so we have to ask ourselves a question right here, right now. Is Busta a beta for busting a beverage on bitch's head? All right. The reason we ask that is because this is Black History Month. So Busta's walking around during Black History Month. The black fan sees Busta, says, hey, I want to say hi. She tries to bust between them, can't quite do it. Ends up reaching between his butt cheeks and giving a pinch. Now Busta feels the pinch, turns around, probably thought it was a dude at first, because you know how guys be at rap concerts. They're more into it than the women. Busta turns around, looking for who did this, throws the beverage, hits the beta in the head. Now, who's the beta really? Is it the girl trying to pinch the butt cheeks, or is it Busta? The reason I say that is you better believe that I've been out and about. I've been taking pictures. Fans want to get curious. They want to know what my butt feels like. And we take a photo and the hand goes like that and you go, oh my God, okay, stop. All right. It's happened before. Sometimes it's an elderly woman, 80 years old. I haven't felt buns that hard since I was in the sophomore year. You know, now, is it my job to then bash her over the head, pop her? I mean, physically, I could do it. Well, we're going to find out together. Are you on team Busta, or is Busta a beta? Now, on one side, I can see what you guys are saying. Well, if a man ever did that to a woman, he would have got beaten up or taken to jail. So I'm on team Busta. Makes sense. I can totally see that point of view. But some of you are saying, no, he's a beta. Because that's your fan. She meant you no harm. She was just pinching your booty for a second. I could see that. But other people are like, no, I'm on team Busta. No one should ever be touched without consent. Didn't the women's lib and the Me Too teach us that? Well, men can be Me Too too. Me Too too. Me Timbuktu. But some of you are like, nah, he's a beta. Yeah. But you can always, as a man, let something small like that roll right off your back. But some of you are like, no, I'm on team Busta. Same rules apply for everybody. If we're all equal, men and women, then if a man touches a girl's booty and his arm gets broken by security, well, then if a woman touches a man's booty as he's walking by, security should break her arm in half and send her back to work. Talking about, where's the HR department? I need to file for a workers' comp claim. But some of you are like, no, he's a beta. Because you see, for women, this can escalate. If a large man thinks he can pinch your butt, the next night he's outside your concert and he's tuning the headlights up. Then the next night he's pulling you behind a garbage can and he's going for the triple dip. So you're saying this could go. But when a man gets his butt pinched, he turns around, that girl is not going to escalate it. She's not going to take him behind a dumpster and give him the old twofer in the pooper. So these are the arguments. So you have now had it all laid out. You have the defense, you have the plaintiffs, and I need you to decide, are you on team Busta or team Beta? Watch it again before you make your final decision. All right, let's catch up in the comments and see what side you guys are on. A lot of you are on team booty. If you see a nice booty, you grab it. Okay. If you really want to party with me, you have to keep your hands where my eyes can see. I think Busta has always felt that way. Busta probably thought it was a dude going for the pooper scooper, That has happened. Okay. And let's see what else here. I would have got her phone number. I think a lot of men agree. Oh, you got my attention. Or did she reach under the booty and double up the balls? Because she could bust his balls later too. You never know. All right, put the shoe on the other foot. If that were a woman and a man did that, he would be put in the hospital quickly. Yeah. If you try to grab Rihanna's little, she can grab it herself during the Super Bowl. But if you grab her little twat waffle, you are going to the hospital, my friends. Persian Cucumber says, my body, my choice. Don't be touching my balls or my booty, even if I'm Busta. Christopher says, I didn't think it was a big deal. You see how we can argue? We can all see the same video, but all come up with totally different results. That is the whole point, folks. That is why we talk about this stuff on The Right Show. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to tune in because we break down the important stories. Now, don't go anywhere and don't bust that dial because we'll be back with a whole lot more Right Show. Enough of all the controversy. It's time to bring lighthearted humor. Now, my friend Brian Monarch is able to use deep fake technology, and he can put new faces on old actresses. Okay, so let me give you an example. The movie Bridesmaid. Everybody's heard of the movie Bridesmaid. Well, he said, what if Bridesmaids, instead of having that famous cast, had Arnold Schwarzenegger, Owen Wilson, Ryan Reynolds, Michael J. Fox, and Jason Statham? I did the Owen Wilson voice. I wanted to share it with you. Tell me what you think of The Bridesmen, which is a new remake using deepfake technology. Go. Hello?
Bachelorette in a cabin?
Oh, wait. Can you hold that thought? Hold on.
Hello?
Helen. Hello?
I need a trip that I can fantasize forever so that I'm able to have sex with my husband. That's why I'm thinking Vegas. Oi! Shut your filthy fucking mouths. I'm sorry. Surrounded by savages.
I should probably run my other line as
You know I can get cocaine from my hairdresser.
Oh, so, okay, bye. Hello?
Annie,
Yeah?
I'm so excited. Helen just called. She said we can go to Vegas.
But we have to fly there.
Okay, Annie, I know you're afraid to fly, but I want to see Chris Angel, but I'm scared. Which I sort of love.
Can you just hold on for 1 second?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
No, sure, fine.
God damn it. Hello?
Hey, Andy, it's Megan.
Oh, hey.
Just had some thoughts about the bachelorette party. Okay, here we go. Easy peasy, Vegas it is.
Helen called you, didn't she?
Yeah, she got the jump on you.
I want balls in my face.
Honestly, I think it's Vegas.
Oh, I love puppets. Balls.
I guess we're undecided. So there you have it. That's what we do in our free time as comedians. Very important work, folks. While you're slaving away at your job and making real money, we are unemployed and putting our voices to fake faces over other movies that are several years old. Hey, I hope you enjoyed The Right Show. We don't just leave you hanging. We have a comedy clip for you. Now, each week I do a TikTok, an Instagram, and a YouTube short video. And I'm used to doing 1 hour clips, 50-minute, 30, 20-minute. Now, how funny can you be in 30 seconds? Well, this is for my new 1 hour special, Essential. And if you like this clip, go order the special and consider that a tip to me for putting on 100 episodes. This is episode 100. Go. Dr. Fauci said 2 masks, 4 masks. I'm like, I've had the same disposable mask the entire pandemic. I don't know if this is healthy. It got to the point where the mask was the dirtiest thing I owned. Like, if I got COVID, my first source would be the mask. I think that's where it came from. You want to go to Hawaii, they want to swab your nose. I'm like, swab my mask. That's what I want to know right now. My mask has COVID 19, 20, 21, Delta, Gamma, Tri-Del, Pi Phi. My mask went to a sorority party. It was crazy. At one point, it became the family mask. My dad's like, I'm going to CVS. Take the mask, Dad. You might need the mask. Put it on. He went. Yeah, some of you did that in your family, right? Then I started looking around. I go, this mask is so dirty. This is not going to keep me safe. I think it would be cleaner to take off my underwear right now and put that on my mouth. And I'm talking about men's underwear, folks. Not women's. Women's, you have the underwear. You could pull it all the way up. You get home, pull it out cleaner than when it went in. I don't know how you do it, ladies.
Men's underwear is not the same. We cannot pull our underwear up and even make eye contact with it when it comes back out. That underwear is done. That underwear has to go in the trash before the rest of the family finds out what happened.
So that's what's going on with the comedy. Thank you so much for tuning in. And while that was playing, John C. Weber made today very special for me 100 podcast episodes. Antoinette already threw in 100, and now John threw in 100, which means I'm going to do 200 of these before I quit forever. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you for those beautiful donations. Let's throw some coins on the ground as I pick them up. Okay, got them in my pocket. Thank you. And remember, guys, there's a few ways to support the podcast, okay? There is liking it whenever you see it. There's sharing it. There's going and putting 5 stars in a review and saying, entertains us every week. There's taking the little quick clips, because I take this long podcast, cut it short, and we just shoot that out throughout the week. You can share those. Or if you really want to, you go to paypal.me/TanxGod, which I'm going to put right there on the screen. And you can donate whatever you want, and that keeps the podcast going for many, many more episodes. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Now, a lot of people hate PayPal. They're like, it's too hard to use. I don't understand how it's done. Okay. Then you're going to go over here. You're going to go to GoFundMe.com/TanxGod. Thank you so much for being here. Folks, we'll see you next week, probably around Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm all messed up because of the Valentine's week and traveling. As you can see, episode 100 from a beautiful little villa in La Jolla. Now I'll see you next time. Hasta la vista.